The CR-V hybrid is unchanged for 2022, part of the fifth CR-V generation introduced for 2017. The 2022 Honda CR-V hybrid is part of the growing class of small SUV hybrids. It faces off against the well-established Toyota RAV4 hybrid as well as more recent additions such as the Ford Escape hybrid and Hyundai Tucson hybrid. Since the CR-V hybrid is based on the regular CR-V, it naturally shares many great qualities such as a roomy cabin and comfortable ride. Of course, the main appeal to buying the hybrid over the regular CR-V is the promise of superior fuel economy. The EPA estimates it gets 38 mpg in combined driving. That's an attractive 31% boost over a regular CR-V with all-wheel drive. It gets an estimated 29 mpg. Although, if you continue reading, you'll see we achieved lower real-world average fuel economy during testing and with our long-term CR-V hybrid. There's a lot to like about this two-row hybrid SUV, including its seamless powertrain, but we also found some negatives when we tested it. For a complete review by our test team, what's it like to live with? A 2021 CR-V hybrid joined our long-term testing program so that we can see what it's like to live with for a year. Our team of experts provide updates that cover the CR-V hybrid's real-world fuel economy, maintenance and repairs, tech, how it's like to drive, and more. If you want to know how the hybrid SUV performed, it was merely a matter of time until Honda hybridized its wildly popular CR-V. Everything we've come to expect and admire about the standard CR-V has been carried over. But as smoothly as the CR-V hybrid drives, its lackluster acceleration leaves us wishing for just a bit more grunt. Also, it doesn't seem to have markedly better real-world fuel economy than the non-hybrid version. The CR-V hybrid sets the standard for this class thanks in large part to the unparalleled smoothness from its hybrid powertrain. The transition from the electric motor to the gas engine is seamless and rivals that of systems typically found on luxury cars costing twice as much. The brakes are equally as smooth and deliver confident stops up to a traffic light or in a panic braking situation. At our test track, the CR-V hybrid showed excellent consistency, stopping from 60 mph in 125 feet. That's 6 feet shorter than the RAV4 hybrid we tested. But the CR-V hybrid is let down by its lackluster acceleration. Even though it's more powerful than a standard CR-V on the spec sheet, our testing showed otherwise. The 0-60 mph sprint took 8.5 seconds, which is a full second slower than the non-hybrid model. Climbing longer grades takes a heavy foot, and you can hear the underpowered gasoline engine struggling to hold a steady speed. It's difficult to find fault here. From its accommodating seats to its extremely well-sorted ride, the CR-V hybrid is comfortable for a wide variety of people. The climate control system has no trouble maintaining a comfortable temperature and can adequately cool rear passengers too. Oddly enough, because the engine and transmission are so smooth, the hybrid exposes a real lack of sound insulation in the CR-V. Road noise from other vehicles on the road is prevalent, and wind noise is pervasive at highway speeds. With the exception of the push-button gear selector, there's not much to separate the CR-V hybrid from the non-hybrid model, and that's fine by us. Thanks to its generous door openings and agreeable ride height, getting into the CR-V hybrid is a breeze for all passengers. And once inside, the interior is spacious for all occupants. Even taller rear passengers will find more than enough legroom. Visibility is generally good, especially looking forward thanks to slim windshield pillars and a relatively low hood line. But a high belt line, no matter how tall the windows are, can make it difficult to see a car directly alongside you. And while rear visibility is fair, the high contrast, low resolution backup camera is not very clear in even the best conditions. Tech is a bit hit and miss. The CR-V's infotainment system looked sleek and attractive when it first came out for 2017, but by the latest standards, it's showing its age. That's not to say it's poor, but offerings from Mazda and Hyundai are easier to use and nicer to look at. Even though we weren't won over by our test vehicle's top-of-the-line audio system, its sound quality was unremarkable. We were impressed with the number of charging options. With 2 USB ports for front passengers and 2 for rear passengers, as well as an available wireless charging pad, every passenger's device should have power. The CR-V's adaptive cruise control works well, as does the lane-keeping function. Overall, the advanced driver aids are well calibrated to many different conditions. The CR-V Hybrid offers 33.2 cubic feet of cargo capacity, which is good for the class, but it doesn't quite match the space on offer in the RAV4 Hybrid, 37.6 cubic feet, or non-hybrid CR-V, 39.2 cubes. Of course, 60/40 split folding rear seats increase the capacity and flexibility of the CR-V Hybrid. Lowering the seats is easy, and the seats fold relatively flat, but they are a bit heavy to lift back up into position. Honda continues to impress with interior storage options, from rubber-lined hidden cubbies to various trays and pockets. Both front and rear passengers should have ample room to store their personal items. Generous rear seat space and easy-to-access anchors make installing car seats, even large ones, a breeze. The EPA 38 mpg combined estimate is competitive, but real-world fuel economy in our experience is disappointing. On our standardized 115-mile mixed driving evaluation route, the CR-V Hybrid struggled to clear 32 mpg, even with a light foot. We suspect the underpowered gasoline engine has to work too hard to keep up with traffic, and the boost from the electric motor simply isn't enough at speeds more than 45 mph. In contrast, we had a much easier time getting close to the EPA estimates with the RAV4 Hybrid, and EPA 40 mpg combined. We even got better fuel economy on our test route with the regular non-hybrid CR-V. The CR-V Hybrid doesn't command much of a premium over the non-hybrid version, and it comes standard with all-wheel drive. As is typical for Honda, the CR-V's build quality is unassailable, and the interior works and fits together in ways other manufacturers can't quite seem to match, especially at this price point. The CR-V Hybrid's 3-year/36,000-mile bumper-to-bumper and 5-year/60,000-mile powertrain warranties are standard for the class. The hybrid components are warranted for a strong 8 years/100,000 miles, just like the RAV4 Hybrid. It's nice to see Honda offering roadside assistance to match the duration of the bumper-to-bumper warranty. If you value practicality and refinement with a touch of efficiency, the CR-V Hybrid will likely make for a good companion. The Hybrid goes about its daily duties with near-exceptional smoothness and composure, so much so that it almost starts feeling like more of a luxury car than a small Honda SUV. It provides little thrill or driving enjoyment, but the CR-V's competence can take the edge off in its own way. The 2022 Honda CR-V Hybrid is offered in 3 trim levels: the base EX, EXL, and the range-topping Touring. All trims are powered by a 2.0-liter four-cylinder engine paired to a hybrid system and a continuously variable transmission, CVT. Total system power is rated at 212 horsepower. All three trims come standard with all-wheel drive. The entry-level EX trim comes well appointed with 18-inch wheels, LED headlights, keyless ignition and entry, remote engine start, heated side mirrors, sunroof, heated front seats, power adjustable driver's seat with memory settings, 7-inch touchscreen display, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility, 4 USB ports, dual-zone automatic climate control, 8-speaker audio system, automatic high beam assist. Every CR-V hybrid also comes with a collection of advanced driver aids that includes adaptive cruise control, adjusts speed to maintain a constant distance between the CR-V hybrid and the car in front. Forward collision mitigation, warns you of an impending collision and applies the brakes in certain scenarios. Lane keeping system, makes minor steering corrections to help keep the CR-V hybrid centered in its lane. Lane departure mitigation, warns you of a lane departure when a turn signal isn't used and can automatically steer to maintain lane position. Blind spot monitor with rear cross traffic alert, warns you if a vehicle is in your blind spot during a lane change or while in reverse. In addition to the EX features, the EXL adds a few niceties that include unique LED headlights, heated leather-wrapped steering wheel, ambient interior lighting, leather upholstery, power-adjustable passenger seat, power liftgate, auto-dimming rearview mirror. Touring. The range-topping Touring model completes the lineup with added convenience features such as 19-inch wheels, automatic wipers, integrated navigation system, wireless smartphone charging, 9-speaker premium audio system, front and rear parking sensors, roof rails, hands-free liftgate,